if the New York Knicks do not get Donovan Mitchell, I mean, it's a halfway disaster, and I'm gonna give you a multitude of reasons why. I mean, to be honest with you, the situation with the New York Knicks is very wild and unique. It's kind of got the whole fan base split right now. But bottom line is, we all do know that Danny Ainge is trying to fleece the New York Knicks. As you've heard, other teams have came in the mix, but it seems to be more of a market ploy, like a business tactic to get the Knicks to jump. I think both teams, the Knicks and the Jazz, are both trying to play a game of chicken with one another. Hopefully it don't resort in somebody, really, getting hurt out here in terms of giving up too much assets, and that's in the New York Knicks situation. But let's be real here, Donovan Mitchell, man, all world. We all know, we've been documenting his situation, for a long time. His stats is impeccable. The man is a superstar. Some people might want to consider him a star or on the verge of superstardom, but bottom line is superstardom is on his horizon, and is written all over him. That's something that the New York Knicks just do not have. They've tried a multitude of different things. You've seen the Julius experiment. They just brought in Brunson, but really what I want to talk about is, the young talent for the New York Knicks. Because I truly feel like they don't get enough credit. I'm about to get into that. Before I do, I want to appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you want to take your support to the next level, we will have a link for you in the description box below this video. We appreciate you. I want to get back to the young talent. Some of the names that could possibly be in this deal. It seemed like Obi Toppin is gone. By all accounts, every time you hear of this trade, Obi's name is just all over it. So Obi Toppin looks like he's going to be the odd man out. Toppin is only averaging 9 points per game. But he was in a like a log jam situation with my man Julius Randle. It was tough. Even playing behind him. A guy like Obi. This is a lottery pick. Some people was crazy, thought that he slipped, like that the Knicks stole him. In so many words, he fell to the Knicks because he should have been picked a whole lot higher. But that's neither here nor there. You got Quentin Grimes averaging 6 points. But like I said, he's coming off a rookie campaign, but the man is showing you the signs. 40% from the field. You see what this man is doing out there in the summer league. The man looked like he was going to be the MVP of the summer league, for crying out loud. It wasn't many players who played as good as Quentin Grimes in the summer league. So, and there's more. You got Quickly. RJ, quickly averaged 11 points per game. These are all young players with like either a rookie or 2 years in the league. Bottom line is where I'm headed with this is, when was the last time the New York Knicks had homegrown talent? Some people might look at, let's say we wake up tomorrow morning and find out, Donovan Mitchell has been traded to the Charlotte Hornets. When was the last time the Knicks had a homegrown talent of their own? Players that they drafted, players that they developed, players that really turned out to something. If you think about it, there's really no time where you could find that. That's why I feel like the Knicks are in a unique situation. We all know the regime that's in office right now replacing, the previous regime is Steve Mills and things of that nature. These guys were brought in, really not so much Scott Perry, because Scott Perry was trying to change the culture in order to bring a star there. And I think Scott Perry has fulfilled all of his, things that he claimed that he was going to do when he took over in New York. But on the other hand, Leon Rose, and like I said, it's all out war on Leon Rose. We're going to get into that later, because I believe that Stephen A. Smith has put a hit out on Leon Rose, and the APB, because, you're the president of basketball operations and nobody's hearing anything from you. I think that's very alarming, to say the least. But I mean, it's just gonna be some decisions that has to be made. You know, Leon Rose and these guys came to New York. You know, CAA. You know, they brought in Worldwide West. They brought in Steve Stout. It was a lot of people that they brought in. You know, with the belief that they was gonna attract a superstar to New York City. That was all they were saying. We're here to bring in stars. We former agent. You know, we all know what that was all about. So if they do not strike a deal with Donovan Mitchell for him, you know, I think it's a hit more on the Leon Roses and things of that nature, the people that Leon Rose appointed. We got to remember Steve Mills was already there. And it was kind of crazy that they didn't fire Steve Mills. That let you know Steve Mills, no, pardon me, not Steve Mills. Yeah, my bad. I mean, Scott Perry. I'm up here. I might have been saying the wrong name the whole time. Scott Perry. Steve Mills was the previous regime. Pardon me. Scott Perry it was the GM right now. I believe Scott Perry is not getting, you know, he's safe. He's did everything that he said he was going to do when he came to New York. You know, like I stated before, he was just trying to change the culture for stars to get here and to see that it's here. You know, but these guys, Leon Rose, need to be dealt with behind the things if they can't get these superstars, because that's what they front line pushed when they took the job. You know, so you got to deliver what you advertised. You know, Leon Rose, you know, you advertised, you know, like I said, big time CAA. We seen what Pelinka did out there in LA. We was expecting some similar things, you know, but it seems to be the same old, same old. For some reason, they continue to go to James Dolan, who's really been keeping his nose clean. But you hearing possible talks of him selling the franchise. You know, obviously that'll open up a lot of avenues. You know, I'll believe it when I see it. You know, but you know, I'll really, that's neither here nor there. You know, but bottom line, you know, if the New York Knicks cannot strike a deal for Donovan Mitchell, you know, is it panic time? I mean, are you going to be panicking? I mean, what's going on? You know, I'm here to tell you that as a bright side, if he is not, you know, picked up, you know, by the Knicks, if the Knicks can't get this deal, you know, but bottom line is the Knicks do whatever it takes, you know, but you don't let them rob you, you know, and take everything. You know, you can't get RJ, Obi, 8 picks. I mean, come on, man. I mean, come on. Stop this. So the NBA going to have to get involved on this. You know, and something gonna have to come down, because you got Danny Ainge trying to pull a heist, you know, and it's not right, because I feel like they singling out the New York Knicks, but you'll do a lesser deal with another team, but you just don't want to take the Knicks assets. I don't like that. And the only way for the Knicks to get in the mix is unless they give up everything. You know, that's not right. Other teams make trades like this and they still got pieces, all kind of shit. You know, but I mean, it is what it is. You know, let me know your thoughts. You know, shout out to all the Knicks fans around the world. You know, most definitely hit that subscribe button. If you new, you done stumbled to the right place, man. Definitely hit that like button too as well. We're going to be going live tonight. Make sure everybody pull up. Salute to everybody rocking with Flight Sports TV. We're going to be trying to bring some more content to the people. You know, peace and love to everybody. We out. It's Flight Sports.